We always have the opportunity for better things. We always have the opportunity for heaven on earth. Though many dwell in hell on earth by their own choosing, by their own rejection of good things, they don't have to have hell on earth, but they choose it. And while I have not always chosen to knock on doors that would have benefited me, when I do take that step, when I do message that company, when I do ask that question, whatever anticipation after, when I do that, I am obedient to God. I am obedient to, they may be able to kill the body, but they cannot kill the soul. They may be able to wound the flesh, but they cannot touch the spirit. The weakness and the frailty, and whatever words that mean the same thing, about this flesh that I dwell, well, I'm not so much living in the flesh as utilizing it in that way. So there's wordings. If I say I'm living in the flesh, that's wrong. Even though it looks apparent that I'm in a body, a flesh-covered body. Well, shouldn't that be living in the flesh? Well, I live, how about that? Though I am in a flesh-covered body, I live by the principles of Christ and not by the principles of this flesh-covered body. Pain is not the law. Christ is. Death is not the law. Christ is. I could abide under the law of pain and under the law of suffering and under the law of death, but I don't have to. I can abide under the law of Christ, which is life eternal. No death, no pain, no suffering. Although to choose to go against the way of the world has persecution. And the persecution is not good, but it is there. Just as death is not good, but it is there. Peace everlasting, life eternal, these things are how it should be. I speak these words not because I, but because He, and seems a bit convoluted to me, but I'm learning, and He's teaching me how to just let it rip, just speak by utterances, speak by obedience, not by carnality, speak by God, not by flesh, speak by God, not by myself. The truth is in the action, and the action is not always seen because it is not always received. a great evil can be done, and a great repentance also. And though the great evil has been seen and recognized, the repentance may only be recognized by God. And those who are in tune with God, those who recognize Him, will not reject Paul when they are asked to go and speak with him, but rather they will receive the word of the Lord and do as is obedient, and not as is rejecting obedience. Obedience is our call. Obedience is what we should be doing. Because if we are not obedient to God, that leaves only the devil. And take God out of it, you take out peace, you take out love, you take out life. You take out that light that brings hope when you take God out of it. And all you're left with is damnation, because that's all the devil has.